Good morning! Welcome back. I am feeling really weird about talking to a camera again. I haven't picked up my camera since the end of October, so excuse the hair. I'm trying to reprogram, rewire, recondition, whatever you want to call it, my hair to go back to its natural waviness. So that includes, I've got such a headache because I've been stood with my hair like in front of my face for the last 5 minutes, maybe 6, maybe 7, who knows. So I'm trying to be quite gentle with it and just let it do its thing and not touch it as much. So I'm just trialing it just to see if I can get some curls in this bit, but it just means that I'm having to wait for it to dry in this manner. I know I should probably be doing some kind of like diffusing my hair, but I just never ever dry my hair. I don't know the last time I dried my hair. When I get my hair cut, people are like whoever cuts my hair, like, oh, do you want me to give you a blow dry? And I'm like, no, it's okay, just like as it is. I literally leave my hairdresser with like damp hair. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I probably should start diffusing it. I actually do want to buy a diffuser because I do want to really like lift my hair. I just think it would look so much better. But anyway, enough about me. Today I thought I would just bring you along with me, along for the ride, along for my day in the life of Kerry. What have I done this morning? I didn't sleep. Well, no, I slept okay, but I didn't go back to sleep when Kyron left for work, and this was like 5:30 that he said goodbye to me. Then I needed the toilet. I went back up to bed, and I just couldn't sleep again. So it was a very, very early rise, which I didn't want. I did stay in bed, but then I ended up like scrolling and yeah, the usual. So anyway, we have a big list of things to do today. If I can be bothered, I'm going to list them here. If I can't be bothered, I'm going to try and remember some. But yeah, it's going to be an admin heavy day. So I've lots to do for my coaching business. So that's that. I have done a workout. It was a bit of a confusion this morning. This might be very, very boring, but anyway, at the moment me and Kyron are car sharing. So he took the car to work this morning and he was going to bring it back at around 10ish, which then I was going to go to the gym to drop him back. I was then going to train. However, that threw me off a bit because something about me, I am an AM trainer. I like to train in the morning. I like to train typically not first thing. I don't just jump out of bed and go, but first thing in the morning, before my breakfast, before I really start the day, I like to have already trained. Then I shower, then I get dressed, then I have breakfast. That's obviously dependent on if I'm working or not. So today I'm working from home, so I had a bit more freedom. But that's what I like to do. And it's also, well, clearly it's also hair wash day. So what I didn't want to do is train, wait until Kyron dropped the car, then go to the gym after 10 and that be my morning session, because I didn't want to eat beforehand because then I'd have to wait for it to go down and then it could go into the day. Anyway, boring story, but I was toying between doing 2 sessions today and doing something this morning, showering, not washing my hair, then going into the gym, then showering, then washing my hair. But that's a lot. So anyway, I kind of meshed together my workouts this morning. I did some really fun cardio and I also did some conditioning from a new program I'm trying out. And then I did a really, really, really nice kind of just stretching session. I need it. This is the 5th day on the row that I've been doing this new program and I am feeling it. I'm trying out ladder at the moment, which I'm loving. I think it's 5 or 7 day free trial, I can't remember, but I'm really, really enjoying it. And it's the hardest I've worked my body in a really, really long time. So yeah, feeling good, very, very fun. Anyway, so I've done that, I've showered, I've washed my hair, I've got changed, or got dressed for the day. I'm now about to do my skincare, and then I'm going to cook some breakfast. I'm going to eat that breakfast. Then I'm going to get started with my work and the admin. I'm going to do my skincare. I'm not going to do the like wet stuff on camera because you're currently in the way. So I'm going to do my cleanser off camera, but I am using Clinique Take the Day Off Cleanser. This is my favourite cleanser I've ever used. I love it so, so much. It doesn't really smell. Don't know why I smelled it. So I'm going to do that off camera. Then I'm going to do everything else with you. Oh my god, is anyone else super excited for Wicked for Good? Because I bloody am. Oh my god, I can't wait. Literally my whole For You page is just wicked. It's just like the press and the interviews that they're doing. It's the premiere, it's like clips from the trailer, everything. And I love it. Anyway, that's the cleanser. I don't know if anyone cares for this information, but in the morning I do one cleanser. What the hell am I saying? I cleanse once. And then in the evening, if I can remember / be bothered, I do a double cleanse and it feels fantastic. But in the morning, I actually don't like to wash my face too much. I do have a new one of this, but I'm trying to use it all up. So for the toner, I use this, I think it's pronounced Sukin. I'm not too sure. Sukin. But it's a hydrating mist toner. I get this from Holland & Barrett, and it's an Australian brand, Australian company. And I've used this for 2 years maybe. Oh, it's really at the end. Come on. Okay, that will do. And then there's probably better ways to do this, but I just kind of pat it into my skin. And my neck. We do not neglect the neck. Okay, so that's the toner, and then I wait for that just to go in a little bit, and I get this ready. I use the Q&A eye cream, which has added vitamin C. This is also at the end, but I do have another one, but I use every last drop. Oh shit, it came out quite fast. Every last drop of every product I have. I just kind of, I'm really bad at describing stuff, but I just kind of smush it. So it's on both of my ring fingers, and then I just dab it under my eyes, and then I just do the sides of my eyes, like towards my temples. Oh my god, did you hear my stomach? If you didn't, don't worry. If you did, no you didn't. And then I do a little bit on my eyelid, and that's kind of it. If I'm having a great day and I have lots of time, and again, if I can be bothered, I would also ice roll under my eyes as well. But I've put this on now. No, maybe I will. Let's do it. Here we go. I might as well, if I'm talking about skincare. I get it, I leave it in the freezer, but I know this is going to sound silly, it's too cold to put on my skin, like it would just stick to my skin. So I just warm it up slightly in my hands. And then, I'm so sorry if you can hear my stomach. And then I just lightly, I'm actually not even pressing, I'm literally just rolling it naturally. Oh, my hair's getting stuck on the piercing I got recently. And with the smaller one, I do more in the middle of my face. Oh, I haven't done that in a really long time, to be honest, and it feels really nice. Hopefully this will help any bags I have from getting like, and to be fair, I think we probably got nearly 7 hours of sleep, so it's pretty darn good. Fun. So that's that. Next, I do a bit of like a concoction, a bit of a mix. The 4 main things that I use is my Clinique moisturiser. I will do that so you can see it properly. Can you see that? And then I also use always, every single day, sun cream. I know that you can just get moisturisers that have added SPF in it, and that's absolutely fine. But this is already a bit pricey, so I just mix 50 plus into my moisturiser. So those normally go together, as in just them two. But recently I've been using, my friend Becky for the past 2 birthdays gifted me Tropic skincare, and it's so good. It's really amazing, and I've really been liking the super greens from Tropic. And I also have now started incorporating this sensitive skin saviour. It's an organic tamanu oil, illipi butter and vitamin E. So it's, yeah, tamanu cream. This is also by Tropic. What I tend to do is just put like a little bit of everything on my hand and mix it and put it on. But what I've started doing recently is this by itself and then the other 3 together. Don't think it really matters, like I really don't think it matters, but I'm also a creature of habit. So once I start something, skincare or whatever, I tend to want to stick to it. So I literally just do a couple of dollops and then I look crazy for a second and then I just rub it in. Obviously, I don't just leave it. But it just feels really nice because it's oily. It just feels so different to like any other product that I put on my face during my skincare, because that's normally creams or, oh, to be fair, I use a cleansing balm, but that gets washed off. So I just let this kind of sink in and do its thing. And I never waste product. So any like residue, that's the word, right? I just make sure I kind of put it into my hands or my elbows with cream or knees, whatever. So that's that. And I actually will wait just a minute and let that sink in. What I was finding when I was using all 4 products together is there was so much like wet on my skin and I don't think it was really absorbing. And as much as I love having like an oily looking face, because that to me is that I've done some really fucking good skincare, and as much as I love that, I used to hate it in school if people would be like, oh, you got a greasy face. I'd be like, oh, it's just my moisturiser. Whereas now I'm like, I pay good money for this shit, you know, I'm gonna plaster it all over my face. But yeah, I was finding that they just weren't really absorbing very well. So now I do the oil, I let that sink in, then I do all 3 of the creams together and then let that sink in, and then that's it. I just do a pump of the moisturiser, a little squeeze. This is quite thick, this cream, so I do a little squeeze of that. I do a dollop of sun cream, and then I just mix it together. There's no special way of doing this. I'm sorry if some people find this weird, but I think mixing products is actually really, really good. I'm probably putting this on too early because I can still feel that oil, but for the sake of this video and the fact that I'm really hungry, borderline hangry actually, I am rushing. And then I just kind of wipe off any extras and then bring it down to my neck. Anyway, so that's that. I'm just waiting because it's noisy. Dings, come on now. Anyway, yeah, November sucks. Every year I get, rightly so, quite emotional. So I like to just find things that are going to make me happy and make me feel good. So the Gymshark Black Friday sale is this weekend. So I put on here to update my wish list on the app because I like doing that. I don't often actually shop like brand new things on Gymshark. I tend to get a lot of my stuff on like Vinted or from charity shops, like my workout stuff. But I really want to treat myself. And last year, when they had the sale, I think me and Kyron were away and we ordered stuff when we were at the airport waiting for our flight. But we updated our wish list first because then when it came around to the actual sale, we weren't like having to scroll through the website. Everything was just in our wish list. So I'm gonna do that again today. Blah, blah, blah. I have put fill up petrol and clean out my car, but I've put clean out car ? Because obviously Kyron has the car. So I can't do any of that now. So anyway, there's not much left on the list, but that's what I need to do. So I think I'm gonna focus heavily on the things I can do when I'm just sat here on my laptop, and then maybe switch to my phone. Then I think I'm gonna have a little break and do a bit of housework. Then come back to this. Hello, my love. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Kitchen, I've cleaned the dining room, I've had my lunch, I had some of those oats which were delicious. I'm now having a Rehydration drink with 1 vitamin C orange like dissolvable doodah because I need to have my creatine, which this is the first week that I've been taking creatine. So I'm going to see how it goes, but it's very gritty and I like to have it with a drink. I can't have it just by itself, as in with another drink. I'm not just gonna, you know. Okay, so what we've got left, general clean of the house. Done in there, done here. Front room, I'll check it and just make sure it's all good. I still need to do the check-ins, maybe I'll do that now. I still need to edit. I'm not filming my extra workout, so I'm going to take that off. Pick up parcel, food shop, and then yeah, sending the gift cards and information emails out, but I'm waiting for that. And fill up petrol. Fun. There's other stuff in between that I'm doing that I haven't put on this list, but I think we're doing good. Hi guys, I am just filming to end today's vlog. I'm running out the door. I'm going to, someone from work is leaving, so we're going to her leaving do, but I'm running late. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little day in my life. I'm not going to film anything tonight. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and it feels really good to be back to filming after 31 days in a row and then like 2.5 weeks off, I want to say. But yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be back. I'm feeling more me, which is fantastic. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.